Start recording.
What's
We're
good?
in. We're back
We are
after
back.
a long hiatus. It's crazy that the Levies, oh, they every year they know I go off to vacation in Alabama. And last year they got it right. They didn't book me for that
That
week. And this year they
that
booked
vac
me.
that vacay really hits you hard, huh?
Yeah, I mean, when you're drinking 7 root beers a day, quote quote, and just sitting in the sun and you're not hydrating at all. When you get back to playing a full court game, um, you're definitely not in the shape. I wasn't in the shape I needed to
I,
be to
I
get the
want to
big
know. I
tournament.
want to know one thing. Did you have as much sunscreen as Ryan had on?
No, I had no sunscreen. Ryan's soft. Look how dark I got. Look at this beautiful tan.
I saw.
Ryan can't mess with it.
Yeah. Obviously, I follow Ryan on Insta, and I saw that slideshow he threw up there. It was fun.
Unlike Ryan Barron, Ryan Terrell did not win the genetic lottery. That goes to me. Ryan, Ryan's a clown.
For sure. Um, So I
Um,
want to just do a little recap on what we're up to in the standings. We do a little fun bet every week. We pick the games, and just even though it's not looking too great for me, I'd like to do a little recap on the
yeah,
standings and
let's do it.
see where we're at. I believe you won week one, I won week two, and then you won the next 2 weeks,
So
three and
yeah,
four.
so for people who get mad at me whenever I see them, we do this. How we do the picks is that like we each take turns. So like if I get first pick, you get second pick. So like if you see me take a team, and you're like you didn't pick us, it's like well it wasn't my pick. It was obvious
Well,
pick,
it's
so I had
it's
to pick the
now
other.
it's diff now it's totally different. You
But
could
now
pick,
it's the
and
spread.
it's actually really cool how it got to this. Every game starts off as a pick 'em. Yeah, we go back and forth, but if you're picking game one, and let's just say it's Pistons Wizards, and that became a pretty big spread, even though it was a close game and Pistons almost stole it. Um, so it starts out pick 'em, and then I'll go if it's my turn. I'll say I want Wizards, and I'll choose a spread, or I'll just say I want Wizards, as the pick 'em, and then either you have to up it the spread, so you have to say, okay, I want Wizards minus 2.5, and then I got to up it to minus 3.5 if I want to take the Wizards, or you take the other side of the coin. So you really have the ability to choose every team. It's just how much do you want to put on them, how many points you want to take. So it's a cool
Yeah.
format. It's a cool format what it's grown into, and we're very close on the head to head. I don't know what the results were of last night. I didn't check
No,
those, but I
very
know
easy.
what.
Oh, we could check right now.
Let's check right now.
It's a handy
'Cause I
website. We got
know
the
I
Wizards and
know
the
you were up 24 to 20, 25 to 24, but in weeks you were up 3-1, and I was up 2-0 this week. But let's see what happened last night.
Oh, you took the Wizards or I took the Wizards?
I took the Wizards, so you got that game because you had the
Yes,
Pistons. That
because
was a
the
big
spread.
win. Yeah, that was a crazy game that the Pistons almost stole. And if I would add a Shacked and a Fool segment, I think I'd throw Shlomo in there, even though maybe he didn't realize that there was not much time left in double OT when he had the ball with down three. He was behind the 3-point line. They got the offensive rebound a few times on that possession. And I mean, he probably low chance to hit that contested. He's not known for his 3-point shooting, although he can shoot.
Good shoot.
But you got to throw that up there. You got to throw it up there. Give yourself a chance to tie
You
the
got to
game.
give a chance.
That
Yeah,
was I was tearing my hair out. Whatever's left there, up there. I was like, gosh, throw the ball up.
yeah, yeah. It's a bad one. So did we want to do this week's pod because we didn't get a chance to really look at the games last week? Uh,
I wanted
we
how I
wanted to
want
do it a
to
little
do it.
different, right?
Want to do a little different. I just wanted to start off with how our standings were in our pick'ems, but I don't want to do this week's pick'ems until the end of the show. We'll start out with a little fun segment of what's your surprise teams? Who are you surprised by? You know, people that we weren't so high on in the beginning of the year. Now we have 4 or 5 games under our belt. So surprise teams and surprise players. I picked 5 surprise players, and I picked 2 surprise teams. So I'd like you to go first,
All
and
right,
then
so
we'll
you
see
want to
we'll
go
see how I
first? I'll
differ.
go first.
No, you'll go first. You
My
give me
first surprise
surprise
team is
teams.
you. Who's going first? Me?
You go first. You go first. Go ahead.
Well, my first surprise team is very easy. It's to play it again Grizzlies. This is a team that, when we looked at it at the start of the season, you had a lot of veterans on this team, but a lot of guys that have basically been a middle of the road success in the league, meaning having teams that made the playoffs that always did well, 5-3, 4-4, 3-5, like good teams, but never really top of the standings. Guys that have been in the league for years, not making the Final Four, not making the finals, but doing well. And I think a bunch of guys that never really, as it has come together, found the right team, right? Like Pariser's been in this league for many, many years. Same as Schreier, same as Fuhrer, same as Rami Leifer, of course, has 3 championships, but that was pre-COVID, different league back then. While you have to give him credit for winning those, one of the years he won, the 3 best players were him, Yochanan Bookbinder, and Akiva Gottlieb, I think, or something like that. Whereas like nowadays, that team you would need even more than that. But you give them credit, all right. But they're the surprise team. Is they're not only 4-0, they're pulverizing teams. They have the highest plus minus in the entire league, and that is above the Wizards. It's above the Heat, who we like to start. It's above the Warriors, who we like, even though we haven't had a great week. But it's above any other team by a lot, and they're just pounding teams. They beat the crap out of. You could say that their schedule hasn't been tough, but they beat the crap out of the Blazers last week, and that's a really good team. So right now, my most surprising team in the league is for number one for me, and I'm sure they're on your list as well. It's to play it again, Grizzlies. They're about to shift because they're replacing point guards mid-season. They're doing a little bit of the when the Orlando Magic swapped Jameer Nelson for Rafer Alston back in 2009. 2 really good point guards are
Yeah,
swapping for each other. They have different
totally, yeah,
styles.
totally different. I was going to
One's
bring that up.
One's defensive, one's offensive, and we're gonna see how it plays out. I mean, but one thing is for sure that Ike Pariser did make the right. He made the right choice drafting Daniel Malka at the start of the third or fourth round or whatever it was. Rami Leifer is a great player. I'm sure it's going to go well, but what I have nothing to say. We're going to see how that plays out, and I
He
think it'll
did
be
play.
fine.
I think he did play one game with them.
He's played one game
Yeah,
and they won
yeah,
handily, and he
yeah.
and he locked up Tarzik, which is no easy feat. But
And he had 4 steals.
yeah, he's great. He's probably one of the best defenders in the league. So they're my surprise team. They're number one.
Yeah, I'm right with you. I mean, for every single thing you said, I agree. But just to pile on more, I just didn't see them having that MVP type A1 player that you usually see on these top teams. Like you usually see like a Tony Angle, top player. Um, you'll see a Jack Terrell. You'll see um, a Heller. Some like these top teams, a Tarzik. These top teams have these players who can go off for 30 plus and average 25 plus. I mean, Schreier is having an amazing season. I think he's only shown up to 2 games, maybe 3 now. But I don't know if he wore pants in the past, but it's really doing it for him. Whatever he's doing right now with these pants, it's working wonders. And he's averaging 21 points a game. He's their main guy. Everything is running through him. Then you got complementary pieces in Ike, and John Fuhr is having a great season before he got injured, and I think he's back now. And then you got this guy, Dan Israel, who's long, athletic. He's not the best shooter. He's like hit or miss, and he's got an interesting form to say the least. But he's quick and he can defend. And the thing about this team is everyone can defend, and I think that's why they're winning these games. Um,
Yeah.
they don't have that top dog that give me the ball, I'll get you a bucket. I mean, besides
Well, I don't know.
Schreier,
I
but
would argue that
Schreier kind of has to he kind of has to overpower you. I think if you have a defender who's just as big and strong as him, he's going to have a little bit of trouble because he
I
doesn't
mean,
really have that pull up game. You know, he can't really take that midi. He's not a three-level scorer like a Ben Lulu. You know, Ben Lulu, I think, can completely take over a game. Don't matter what type of defender you throw in front
yeah,
of
but
him, he'll
Schreier
find
doesn't
a
need the
way.
ball to be effective. I disagree with you. I think Schreier is like Zach Randolph, and we saw Zach Randolph take a Memphis Grizzlies teams to the conference finals as a go-to guy, and I think Schreier could do the same thing. And he has a little bit of a jumper similar to Zebo. Like he's not Dirk, but he's
No,
power.
I know, but as I'm saying, but Randolph was not an MVP. That's exactly
He
what I'm saying.
wasn't an MVP. He was not an MVP.
That's all
It's
I'm saying.
100%
I'm
true.
saying he's an all-star player. He's on my list. We'll get to it in a minute of all TABC, right? Or a snub. I forgot where I put him, but we'll get to it. But yeah, he's a good player. They have good complementary pieces. They have other guys who can score, like Ike, like John. Don't know if John's brother can score or not. I haven't seen him play yet. The thing
John's
is,
brother is
they're
out.
losing. They're the thing is they're losing Malka Farami. Like we said, Malka, it's another piece that can give you 10 plus points. Rami can't really do that. So yeah, one, it's going to be interesting
But
to see.
Ronnie's a better defender than Malcolm.
Yeah, Malka's also a good defender. So, you know, I want the offense because these guys, this whole team, the Grizzlies, can all play defense. I don't know if Rami um, is adding so much more with his defense on a team that already has great defense. You know, you kind of want
Well,
the
this
ability to
goes to
spread
show
the
what
floor.
the commissioners need to do next year, which is instead of have wink wink stuff, and I feel comfortable saying this because we attempted to do a wink wink deal and they didn't give it to us. You had to trade your whole team to be able to draft me, and we got lucky that so many talented guys dropped. But the Levies next year should just have two captains on every team and just be like, all right, it's got to be two guys with that wouldn't be in the same round. So you couldn't have, for example, Engel and Tarzik decide their captains together, right? It would have to be someone like Engel and Mizels could potentially do that, or maybe even not that anymore. It would have to be even less. But or like Katz and Malka could be a tandem together, and then they draft their team. Um, and that
Right.
would
It would be interesting to see. Maybe they cap it in some way. I don't know. It would be
no,
interesting to
because
see.
honestly, and like I know the whole point of joining. I know what they're doing with Malka and Katz playing together. He's not going to sub for us if I keep on this. I got to stop. Point is, Malka's playing really well. He's playing really well. All right, who's
That's
your surprise team?
So yeah, my second surprise team, and you won't agree with me, is the Celtics. I thought that they were just. I think the team was the Hornets plus Evan Chesner, or the Pelicans. I think they were the Pelicans last year, and Rafi Mitnick surprised me. He did not look great last year. That team dynamic did not look good at all. They were I think they had one win or two wins. The recipe didn't work. The Josh Chesner, Rafi Mitnick, Barry, I forgot who else was on the team, but all of a sudden you add Evan Chesner and that turns into an undefeated team. So yeah, this team really surprised me. Rafi Mitnick and Evan Chesner specifically have surprised me. Rafi's, he's like Kawhi Leonard. He's like a top two-way player in the league, scoring 20 points and locking up the team's best player. So yeah, that's a crazy value shift in what he was in prior seasons. and I think he's really stepped up, and he maybe has become the better Mitnick. As you see, one
Uh,
Mitnick is undefeated and one Mitnick is
no, he lost
winless.
last night. The Celtics are 4-1.
Well,
They got
this
the
is
teeth
supposed to
kicked
be a
in.
pod from this is a pod from the night before, from the week
Ah,
before.
fair enough. My couldn't agree with you more. I was bullish, the opposite of bullish on the Celtics to start bull crappish on the Celtics to start the season, and I was wrong. They're playing really
Yeah.
well together as a unit. Evan Chestnut looks great.
Also,
Uh,
Joe Klein. I didn't mention Joe Klein. What a piece to add to that
you
that
mean All-Star Joe Klein?
I completely glossed over him in preseason, and the addition of Joe Klein to yeah, they didn't really have that point guard, and it's just such a
No, All-Star.
it's such a difference having a good point guard on your team. I mean, we don't really have that, but like, oh no, Gene, but
What are you
like
talking
he's more
about?
of a
We have
scorer. He's more
Eugene and Bergstein.
yeah,
It's two
but
guards.
we're like by committee. We're a point guard by committee. We don't have like a Malka or a Jordan
Yeah, but we have
Bode
ball
or
handlers. We have guys who
yeah,
can get in
no,
the
no,
paint.
for sure. But I'm saying like a point guard that sets up your offense, you see that's it's so helpful. With the Celtics, the Grizzlies are they're more like everyone's just long and athletic and can defend and have scores. They don't really have that. But you see that with the Heat, they got a Binion, you got
Yeah,
teams
your
that are
least favorite
doing
player.
I don't know why you're throwing shade like that.
Because I wanted him to
I
sub
was
for us the other
I
night.
was wrong. I'm in the words of Stephen A. Smith, I was wrong.
He would have been down
uh,
fine. I'm kidding around. I'm
yeah,
so
no, he
sour.
looked good.
I I
He looked
I
good.
really
And you know what? That actually is that's a good segue to my next points of surprise players. And I'm gonna go first, and I'll list them off, and then I'll give like a
well, I thought we were
little
both
note
picking
on
two
each.
surprise teams. I was gonna
I
pick a
got
second
five.
surprise team.
I got players. I got players. Oh, you
So
want
what
a
about
team?
I have a
You
second
go team.
surprise team for you if
All
I
right, go
may.
with your team. Go with your team.
Yeah, my second surprise team is the Pistons.
Yeah. I mean,
I think
there was going to be surprise. This is a prize on the positive side, and then the next segment was going to be disappointments. But go ahead. This is your
Oh, I
disappointment.
wouldn't even know if I want to call him a disappointment yet. I wouldn't call him that because I think last night taking the Wizards to double OT and losing by 3 shows how good this team is. So I am surprised that they're 0 and 5. I don't think they've been fully healthy yet, and our team saw that if you don't have your guys show up, you're not going to win. Like we lost against the Suns. I wasn't there. We lost last night. Bergstein, Gene, and you weren't there. Even with the new sub rule, you are getting a worse team without your guys. So um, I think they're the greatest 0 and 5 team in the history of the league, and I don't think it's close. I think any team in the Western Conference that is just wiping through the board to get a 1 seed to end up with the Pistons in the first round feels like a complete disappointment. It feels like what a wasted season, right? Like let's say we were still in the mix, which we kind of are. We have to get a little bit lucky. Like if it's the end of the season, and let's say we were 4-1 instead of 3-2, do you tank a game is to not face the Pistons? Like maybe I might rest all my starters and just have a team of subs play.
Who was
If I
injured for that? Who was injured?
No one's injured, but I'm just saying. No, last night I think was the first game they had everybody show up, and they lost by 3 and double O team to the only undefeated team left. Oh, to the best team in the league right now, the Wizards.
Right.
So I think
Yeah,
it's
it's
surprising
a good
that they're
team.
0 and 5.
I thought they were a good team preseason. I mean, I had them as a top, I think, five
I
team.
think they are still a
Oh, yeah.
top team, and I wouldn't be surprised if they made a deep run. I wouldn't call them disappointing because I don't think it's over for them. I think it's just like it's surprising, but I think they're the greatest 0 and 5 team of all time.
Yeah, I mean, let's see if Heller shows up. I think last I checked, he got only in 2 games, and he was scoring 10 points a game. So maybe he needs time to warm up, and now he's going to start showing up to the rest of the games in the playoffs. In that case, this team is amazing. You know, Heller, Ari Mitnick, Shlomo. They got Siegel, Waldman. I'm probably missing
Block.
someone. Block. Wow.
Noah
Yeah.
Block.
Block was amazing in OT. He had key threes. And I don't know who was cheering on the Wizards, but they got a great fan who's just like either going off when the Wizards are scoring or
I
just
think it's
yelling,
Engel's family.
yelling no whenever Block had an open three. It was hilarious.
Yeah, you love when the parents get involved. Who's your
Yeah.
surprise player?
All right, I'll list it. One, Ari Schuyler. Um, Not surprised in that, like, is surprised that he's actually a round one talent, and for some reason he slipped to round three.
Dude,
God knows
that's a
why.
surprise. He played 4 years at YU. That's crazy that he's a surprise
I'm
that he's
shocked.
good.
I'm just shocked that he wasn't first round. I don't know what everyone was thinking. Um, and I thought like maybe someone had some inside info, like, oh, maybe he's not so committed because we've had that in the past with YU players, or he's really like for some reason, not such a good YU player. I don't know if those exist,
What does that
but
mean, not a good YU player?
I don't know. I don't know what it means.
It means, it means
All,
that's
all I
hard.
know is that this is a rec league where a college player was in the third round,
You
drafted
want to hear something
after
funny? Zevi
drafted
Samit.
after me. Okay, so
Yeah,
this should never happen.
Zevi Samit in this league 2 years ago, after his like amazing freshman year or sophomore year, one of those 2 years, he was in this league and he got picked ninth. Okay. You know who got picked ahead of Zevi Samit in the second year of college? He's averaging 22 points per game, most points in a freshman season. This is Zevi freaking Samit. Mason
Yeah.
got drafted in front of him. I got drafted ahead of him. I think Yoel Schreier got drafted ahead of him. I think Ori Schwartz got drafted ahead of him. Like
Okay, but
people
he
are
still was,
idiots.
but still was first round. Okay, third
The
round
eighth
is
pick,
no. Third round is inexcusable.
he was the
Like
best
that,
player on YU. He was the eighth pick.
I understand, but like to have a few people that are like, oh, I want to play with my friend, fine. But like, how many friends are we playing with that we're getting to the third round and not drafting the YU player?
Yeah, I
You know
know.
what I'm saying? Like, it's not friends at that point. It's just like stupidity.
It's
Like,
unbelievable that he fell. I heard
so
everything
that
I heard about him was that he was a great pickup player and
he's,
a great rack guy,
he's
and,
amazing.
and he's been great.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
He's probably the best player on the Jazz, and Jack Reinhardt is very good.
And Jack
Um,
Reinhardt's the former Finals MVP
yeah.
and for
Next
and
one.
four-time Defensive Player
Next
of the Year.
surprise. Next surprise is another guy who we know, but I'm just surprised at how good he's been playing. Judah Klein, and taking a team where I thought they may be in trouble to a team where I think they're going to cause a lot of trouble. Judah
I gotta
Klein,
fight back here on Judah Klein. I in our top 60 video, I believe you were part of that. I had Judah in
top
the
50. Yeah.
top 20, I believe. I had
No, you
Judah in
didn't.
the top
No,
20,
you had top
25.
20. No, did you?
I think I
I
had
don't
him
think
in the
so.
top 25.
I don't think so. But we can look.
Judah
We can look
Klein has
back at that.
been Judah Klein has been good in this league for years. They've made the finals. Burry has made the finals three separate times, and two of them, Judah was his number two offense, was his second best player. So on two separate occasions, he was the second best player on a finals team.
So
I
maybe
can't
I'm
say
fine.
that guy's a surprise when the word is out that, hey, this guy's really good. Additionally, last year in the playoffs, he held me to, I think, 10 points in a game where they won by one or two. It was a dogfight kind of a game. But in a revenge match from the finals the year before, he did an excellent job containing me to a very average to below average game in a game that they needed that to happen. And he had a really good game. He did the same thing against Boosie. He did the same thing against throughout the run last year and the year before with the Cavs. And I think I can't say he's a surprise when he's a veteran of this league
I'm just
contributing
surprised
every
at how
year.
he's shooting. He's just shooting his shooting
He is
ability.
in good
Just
shape.
the
He's in
his
great shape.
shooting ability, the way he's moving, just the way guys are like defending him is surprising still to me. Um,
He might
and
make a first team, and
yeah,
that's surprising. Like to take a leap up after all
that's what I'm
these years
saying. That's
at
what I'm
his
saying.
age.
Like
Yeah.
it's a really good season he's putting together. Um, another leap up at his age is Gene Martinez having an amazing season, going
Yeah.
from playing on. with me on the Pistons last year, where I knew he was good from you giving me some info and picked him third round, and it never clicked. I don't know what it was. He was getting some shots, wasn't hitting them. He wasn't aggressive. I don't know. Maybe he's been in the gym, he's been in the lab for like the last year, and he's been playing a lot more ball, maybe, and doing a little less training, or maybe his training included playing. Whatever he's doing, it's working because Gene should be back to a third rounder. The
Yeah,
way he's shooting, the way he's getting to the paint, he's strong. He can board. Gene could do everything. He could do
I think
everything
he's
except
averaging.
Gene could do everything except for play 40 minutes. He still needs a break.
Yeah,
But
he's averaging 14 points a game.
yeah,
On
with there being a down game in the Suns where we didn't have our best player to get him some open looks. So
Yeah, the double team
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
there. He was averaging 15-5 before that. The shooting percentages are low, but I think maybe the
I
Suns
don't.
game was a
I,
bad game.
I no, no. The shooting percentages must be false because he's hitting at least forty
This is
percent.
his last season. Last season, he averaged 8.4 points per game. And this year, it's up to 15. It was up to 15 and a half. It's up to 14 points per game.
But
And
it's a totally different level of playing when you go
yeah,
from 8, where you're like the fourth option, third, fourth option, to second option. He's playing like our second option right now.
yeah, he looks really good. And he had a game 16, 17. Oh, you could do this. Not nine, but yeah, whatever. That wasn't a big thing. 11, 17, 16. He's playing real well. I
All right,
agree.
and not,
And to do all that at 38, 35, 38, 39, I don't know how old he is, honestly, but
I think he's 36.
36. At 36, to take a step up is a big deal.
Yeah. So okay, let me continue because I want to get to more segments. Another surprise was Abinion, like we said. I didn't believe in him at first. High school
Oh, I
player.
don't think that's a surprise. I disagree with you because anybody that was coaching in the Yeshiva League knew that this kid averaged 16 points a game
This
for
is
MTA.
I'm
And in
saying a surprise
addition,
to me. Surprise to me. You could have your own surprise players. These are my surprise
yeah,
players.
but he was on our list to draft in the third round. If Bergstein, Rosenblum, Silfen, and who else did we have? I think those were the three that if they
No,
went there, we were
no,
taking a
it was
big one.
not. It was not for our third round.
He
No.
was there. I promise you, take a look at our
Yeah.
list.
All
It
right.
was it was
Well, they got
Max
him. They got him. They
Rosenblum,
got him in the fifth.
crazy.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
makes you think. But
Yeah, it makes
opinion
you
is
think.
good.
If only I didn't have to trade all away my picks. It does make you think.
That's why it's crap that they do this wink wink stuff. Because you had to
Yeah.
trade your
Anyway,
whole team.
let's continue. My last surprise player is Moskovich with Tani. I thought it wouldn't work. I thought
What?
they would get in the middle, get in the way of each other. I didn't
That's
believe
crazy.
I didn't believe it. I didn't think that he would pair well with Tani, and it turns out I was
What
wrong.
is Tiny? What is Tiny Angle? What is
What do
he?
you mean?
As a basketball player, what is he?
I don't know. What type
Who
of
does he
question
play
is that?
like?
I guess Victor, but
No,
like without
he
without
doesn't really shoot. He plays a lot
Tim,
like
Timmy D.
Mutombo, like Mutombo, Dikembe
Umbo.
Mutombo. He gives you 14, like All-Star Mutombo, 18, 11, and 4 blocks, right? He doesn't need the ball to be effective. A lot of his shots on offensive rebounds, uh, pick and rolls where he's getting it going downhill, dribble handoffs. He's not breaking guys down like Victor. He's not Wemby. He's not breaking guys down or shooting from 45 or setting up offense. He's Mutombo. He's the ultimate A1 player that doesn't need the ball and can impact games. That's what makes him one of the most valuable players because you could allow everybody else to do their thing because he doesn't need the ball. Because he doesn't need the ball, Moskovich does need the ball. But the reason that would work is Tani could shoot, so he could space, but he could also crash if Moskovich misses layups. They just get tip, 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 tip. They're getting 1,000 offensive rebounds a game. You can't guard them. You need two bigs to guard them because they're both elite bigs, and most teams don't even have one elite big, right? How many teams have we played with one elite big this season? Us. only one, and that would be Gartenberg, and that would be that one team so far. So most teams don't have two. Most teams don't have one. They have two, and you surround them with supreme shooting in Mizell's Klesnik, and then Alter, who's a good wide open shooter. I don't know how you think that wouldn't work.
I was just saying Tani and Moskovich, not the shooting. The shooting was a great idea. Obviously, they needed that. If they didn't have that, it would be even worse. Um, I just thought that both of those players couldn't space. It would be inefficient. Um, and it turns out it's working really well.
Yeah, fair enough. I didn't mean to jump down your neck there. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. You can name your a surprise player of your own if you'd like.
Yeah, sure. I got surprise players for you. Let me go back to standings here. Um, Surprise players. I I mean Gabe Sklar, but again, I didn't know who he was. So
Okay.
him being as good as he is, has been surprising because he comes out of nowhere. But
Yeah,
I gotta go Daniel Israel on the Grizzlies. That's my surprise player. I think
that's a
he's
fair
been the
call.
best. He's been consistently their best player because he's been to every game. Um,
He's the best player.
that's when I saw him in person, I thought he looked really, really key to what they're doing and to their success. And so Daniel Israel is my surprise player of the year so far. Um, Being able to go in there and them being a 4-0 team with a lot of guys who are veterans and haven't been 4-0 teams. I think you put a guy like that on the team and they are a 4-0 team, that has something to do with it. Now, look, the Grizzlies could lose out the rest of their way and be 4-3, and now they're a middling team, and then who cares? Unless they make a playoff run. But right now, Daniel Israel is my surprise player. And yeah,
Fair,
that's it.
fair,
That's what I got.
fair
What do
enough.
you?
Let's continue to disappointments. Do you have teams? I mean, obviously, we can look at the
Oh,
bottom of the standings.
this is never going to be a fun
Um,
one.
but I mean, so
I got one
it's
more
not fun.
surprise player,
But
and that's the Papa Dietz on the Hawks. He's been very good, and I've spoken on him at length, so I don't want to overdo it.
yeah, yeah, that's a
Um,
fair call.
Disappointing team is probably the Raptors.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
I
Super
think
disappointed in them.
Jordan Ho did a great job of utilizing his draft stock to compile amazing draft assets, and I really thought his first three rounds of the draft got an A plus, getting Gutman and his brother. But I think he settled into like I have all I need to win, and I think the league is just better than it was 3 years ago when he played. And Jordan, Justin, and Gutman isn't. You need the role. You need your Heskiyahu Bernsteins. You need
Yeah,
Your Donnie Weinbergers. Your Evan Chesner. You need your role. Evan Chesner's playing like an A guy, but your Joe Kleins, your Justin Sushines, your Michael Zaretsky's. You need your role guys. You need to have those guys to win. And if you're not drafting A level role guys and you're gonna settle after getting your big three, the results will go. And then Yehuda Gutman is out for the season. So that was a big
he's
blow
out for the
to him.
season.
He's done. He got hurt and
What
he's
happened?
out for the year. He got hurt.
Oh man. So what are they gonna do?
They're gonna get a second round pick for Gutman. You know what's
Yeah,
ironic is if they get someone like Ari Sklar or Gabe Sklar, I think they're in good shape.
yeah. But
Or
can
Jacob
they do that? Is
Bernstein.
that just gonna get a sub every game, like even if they have seven?
Yeah, I think so. Like, I think if I'm them and I get Gabe Sklar or Ari Sklar or Jacob Bergstein or um,
That's interesting. I don't know what the rules are. I guess we'll find out.
Max Rosenblum, I think they're in a good. Well, Max is more the same as Gutman, but I think they needed kind of a switch up of style. I think one of these
Yeah.
young wings would do them well.
You think the Levies are gonna allow that? I guess we'll find out.
We're
Um,
gonna find out. It's
and
just not
speaking
gonna be like what they did one year.
speaking about the Levies, just wanted to mention that this is sponsored by No & Co.
Oh, do
And
you have the write
no,
up?
no, but they know Office Space, and you know your business, and go look at noandco.com. Go look at their Instagram at No & Co. Go look at their LinkedIn. I'm sure there's No & Co. on LinkedIn. Just keep typing in No & Co. and you're gonna find them somewhere.
All right. I like it.
Yeah, I think Benami's gonna like it as well, and that
Perfect.
matters.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's all that matters. So yeah, disappointment Raptors. I don't know. We're gonna see if they can get a sub for Gutman or not. Even if they do, I think their role pieces have not worked out well. I think they should have kept their draft pick of Norith, who they traded to Wallfish, and Wallfish probably should have kept Grolnick because they needed more
They
size.
needed
So
a big,
I
yeah.
I think it was just the worst trade possible for both of them. Then they should trade back if they can, they should trade back because I think both teams would get better.
Well,
Um,
Grolnick is best friends with Justin.
yeah, but they're not winning games. So are they still best friends?
Yeah, I think they're just gonna stop showing up.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see. And then other disappointments, I already said with Heller not showing up to games. And then the Nuggets, I'm disappointed with Schiffman and
Yeah.
Wallfish. I thought they were going to be a good team, a lot of depth, a lot of guards, and then Markovic. I thought would like put it together with being their big, um, and they haven't been able to close out games. Every game has been close,
Yeah.
and
I
they didn't
thought they
have
were
that. They don't have that closer. I was hoping Shipman was going to be that guy. Um, Wallfish thought he was going to be that guy. And I mean, they also
the
have
closer.
Heidemann. They have Heidemann. They have Josh Klein. They have all these guys.
Well,
Um,
Audie, they have four guards.
I
They have
know.
four
So
guards.
I know. I kind of fell in love with it. I like the idea.
You like the idea of four guards?
Yeah, four guards with a big, a little Spurs,
What?
but
Okay, first
a
off, if
little.
that's the case, your big has to be big. It has to be
Yeah,
Tiny Angle. Can't
yeah,
Markovic is a smaller big.
yeah. I know. You got to. It has to be really big.
So he has to be like Moskovich, Angle, myself. It's got to be someone who could really get 20 rebounds,
Yeah,
realistically. Um,
yeah.
maybe
So
even.
I'm saying I like the idea because every the spacing is amazing and you can play inside out, but I guess you can't do that if you don't have that big. So
No,
whatever.
I get it. But let's look at their games. I don't. Hopefully that you could do this on the website. They have a plus minus of 21. If you divide 4 and 21,
Of minus 21, that's not bad at all. I'm saying
yeah, they've lost every game
they've
by
lost
5.
every game has been close.
Every game has been close. So yeah, it is disappointing that they've lost all those games.
Yeah.
But they got two easy ones, 2-1s against some beatable teams coming up. And then they got the Grizzlies to close it out. I mean, look at this. They lost by 2 to the Mavericks, not by 5. This website sucks. They lost by 9 to the Spurs, and that was closer. 2 to the Jazz, which that's a great game, right? That's a fully strong Jazz team with Reinhardt and both Reinhardts and Sklar.
Yeah,
They
that's a
lost by
tough
2
game.
to the Mavs on some finger roll crap, and they lost by 3 to the Blazers, which they smoked. But
Yeah.
this could easily
It's a
be
good,
3-1,
yeah,
easily.
it's a good team. They just
So it
need
is a
someone to
good team, and it is
close.
disappointing. This is a great disappointing pick because they could easily
Yeah.
be 3-1 and they're 0-4.
Yep.
And I just hope that they don't fold because if I'm them, I could look at 0-4 and losing all these backbreakers. That's 3 backbreakers and just kind of fold. And I could also reframe it and go like, look, we're a couple lucky bounces from being 3-1. I
For
don't know.
sure. No, for sure. I don't think they'll fold. I think Wallfish is a good captain, and I think they'll be all right.
All right.
Anyway, let's continue. Now I want to do a couple segments. We're going to do all defense, then we're going to do all TABC, and then we're going to do MVP. So I did all defense. This is for the whole league, and then snubs. Then I did all TABC, the whole league, and snubs, and then MVP and snubs, and one snub.
Well, this is thus
So
far at the midway point.
this is midway point.
I think a lot changed from we. I post pre-vacation our picks, and I think a lot has changed since then. Because I don't think I could be the MVP anymore, losing two games, and especially last night, losing last night. I think that
yeah, yeah, you're
qualifies
not
me.
on my list. You're not on my list. So I'll start with all defense. I'll list off my five and then we'll go from there. So I got Tani. He's obviously got to be there. Undefeated in
Yeah,
in
yeah,
his
Tiny makes sense.
TABC history. In his history playing in TABC, he's undefeated. They're gonna keep throwing that tagline out there until he loses. Jack Reinhardt goes without saying. Sam Bentheim on that Timberwolves swarming defense. He's the head of the snake there on that defensive squad, and just an amazing 6'3", 6'4" wing who can guard anyone.
Oh,
Um,
you got a problem, Bobby. You got a problem.
yeah,
They do these defensive teams by conference.
I'm telling you, this is all defense. The whole
I know,
league.
but each conference gets an all defense.
That's fine. This is not my
These are the
voting.
five best defenders. Okay, okay, I'm
This is
with it.
just
I'm
the
with it.
five best defenders. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Then I got Yoel Schreier. He's showing up, so
As
he's their
defense,
guy. Yeah.
that's
Um,
wild.
then to round it out, I got Chizkiyahu as the guard defender,
Amen.
taking your opposing team's best player. And there's not many people who can do that. Then I
He
got
takes
my stubs.
all five position.
What?
He's been guarding 1 through 4.
100%. He's like your Draymond, but not guarding a five.
Yeah.
Then snubs, I got Jacob Bergstein. He's putting together a fantastic season, especially on the defense side. Rafi
He's
Mitnick,
out for the rest of the year, right? He's going to be back for the playoffs.
he's out just tomorrow or Thursday, and then he's back the next game.
Oh,
Wait,
okay, fine.
I think. Oh, maybe you're right. Yeah, he's out
August
the rest.
2nd.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I guess this guy loves to travel. Um,
I mean, who doesn't like to travel? But when is he?
yeah, so I guess he's
He
gonna be.
might.
He's all right. He's
He
off my
might.
list. He's off my list.
He might. Okay, we got to avoid the play-in, which we probably will. He'll be back after vacation in the round one of the playoffs. Brutal.
Wait a second. You're saying, well, we'll have to sidebar this, but when's the play-in?
Plans July 30th.
Oh, okay.
We're not going to
Any,
be the 7th seed.
anyway, let's continue. So he's
Yeah.
off my list now because he's decided to travel. Rafi Mitnick. I don't know. Oh, I have Sam Bentheim, but I think I meant Charlie Bentheim.
No.
Um,
Okay. Good one.
Alex Kelson, Dan Israel, and Burry Klein. Those are my
It's a good
snubs.
list. It's a good list.
And it really doesn't need to say much. We all know about these defenders. Um, the only one we don't know so much about is Dan Israel, who's showed up and been a surprise player, and their whole team has been long and athletic and great defenders. I maybe want to switch Schreier for for. I mean, I think Schreier was meant to be on all TABC, so I think you're right. Schreier for Rami Lefer.
Ronnie's played one game. Can't get that spot. If
All
you're
right, give me
going
your
local
five.
conference, I'd rather give
Give
it to
me
Matt
give
Reinhardt.
give me your five.
The best defenders in the league.
Yeah, give me your five best defenders. You don't have to do snubs. Just give me your five best.
And it is both conferences.
The thing is with the Jazz, I needed to put one of them in the top five because they've been the best defense in the league. So one of them
So it's
have to be up
Tani,
there.
it's Tani, it's Jack,
Tony Jack, sure,
it's Heesky.
100%.
Um, you give me Dan Israel,
Okay,
4.
so there's your Jazz. That's fine.
That's my Grizzly.
Oh, that's what I meant. Grizzly is best defense in the league.
Yeah, give me Dan Israel and give me Sam Benheim.
Okay, so we pretty much agree.
Yeah.
All right, that's no fun. Okay, now my all TABC is Tani. He makes it once again. guys just
It's
winning
Eastern
everything.
and then Western.
I'm telling you, I'm just doing five. That's what I'm
Okay.
doing. Five and then snubs from the five. Okay. You got to be the top five. Tani, then I got Rafi Mitnick. We've been talking about him all podcast. JT, you missed the game, but you showed up last night. And even though we didn't get the win, you played well. Um, Ben Lulu and Schreier. That's my all TABC. My snubs are Jack Reinhardt, Ari Sklar, Alex Kelson, Gabe Geller, David Katz, and Shlomo Mizels.
I think that's a good list.
That's my five and snubs.
I think that's a good list. I think that's a
Is there anything you disagree with that you want to
I
throw
was
a take
ready to
out there?
jump on you if you didn't have me in the top five. I was gonna accuse you of collusion by not going with the
Not,
sub
not
recommendation I
having
gave.
having a great season. Didn't put you on all defense. Didn't put you on the
I'm not
MVP
playing
on
great
MVP.
defensively. I think I've started to realize as I'm getting into my 30s, I don't think I play defense anymore.
I think you could. I think you choose not to.
I think I'm getting so lazy.
I know. It's frustrating.
I've become so, I've become such a lazy defender. I was such a
It's
good
whatever.
that's the
It's not going to
irony.
be. It's not going to be like this in the playoffs. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know that's the irony is that my I wanted to I would my the reason I made the YU team and my biggest accomplishments in high school were was all defense. I was defensive player of the year in the southern section Heritage League, uh, average.
I'm breaking up. I don't hear a word. Hello?
Aaron Heideman was sending me clips of last night. I was very embarrassed. There was some
Yeah,
moments. There was some moments where I
yeah,
just
yeah. I mean, I've showed you clips before too. So, and last night wasn't egregious. There have been more egregious clips. Anyway, do you have any disagreements for all TABC before we continue? Because
um
I'm about to get home, and I for Shalom bias, I gotta stop the pod. So
no, you got to stop the pod. Why don't we just do our pick'ems? I think we agree on them.
let me just throw the MVP watch out there, which is pretty simple. What we've been talking about all season. I got Tani Angle, Ben Lulu, and Rafi Mitnick. It's pretty clear right now until one of them fall, and I guess the Celtics did. Um, and Ben Lulu, yeah, he's lost, but like he's been carrying his team the whole season.
I just don't
So,
think you could. If he ends the season at 5-2, I could say he has a chance. But if he
yeah,
ends the
yeah, yeah.
season, he
No,
needs
I
to
know.
end at five
You
and
gotta
two.
win. You gotta win 5 games. You gotta win 5 games to be MVP.
Yeah, he's got to get there. But if the Wizards go undefeated, he's
Yeah,
got to
it's
go back to
impossible
Angle.
to not. It's impossible not to give it to him. The man's been winning everything.
Yeah, yeah, it's got to go.
All right, let's go. Let's go pick'ems. Let's go pick'ems. Let's run
Tough
through it.
game tonight. All right, let's pull it out. So okay, it's for next week. Celtics Wizards.
Celtics Wizards. We're going the next week,
Oh no, no,
not
let's do
this.
this week. Let's pull this
This.
week.
Yeah, we're not done with this week.
Okay, hold on one second. Meet the Mitnicks. Have you not met them? Because they're mitnicking around. All right, again, we picked these by spreads. So Nets Raptors. I had the Raptors at 1.5, and the Raptors lost by 22. So that was great. Great pick.
Yeah.
Heat Celtics 1.5. I had the Celtics. This was a pick 'em, and I should have rode you more on the Heat. I don't
You
know
definitely
why I
should.
allowed it.
You,
Yeah,
no,
they lost by
you like the Celtics. Celtics undefeated. You got to stick
yeah.
with it.
I
I'm 2 and
love the
0.
Heat.
I'm 2-0 there. We
Yeah.
lost. That sucks.
Wizards Pistons
Um,
11.5. I made you take
that was
11.
shocking. That was shocking. That was
Pistons, I
shocking.
got the spread. We got Spurs, T Wolves. I need the Spurs to wall up tonight.
Is
We'll
this
find out what they're
tonight?
doing. Oh
Okay.
yeah, and then we got the game of the week and the Grizzlies versus the Jazz. Um,
It's a
I
big
think the
game.
Jazz are going to win. Honestly, I feel good about them.
I hope they win.
Got Kings Nuggets. I think the Nuggets will win. I think it's time. It's time for the Nuggets to win.
The Nuggets have to win this game. I'm just
Yeah.
hoping it's a close game because they
I
always
just
have
think
close
they have
games.
the guys that got covered JJ and they have Heineman and Schiffman, so they could throw different guys at JJ, and I just would be shocked if they lose again.
Yeah.
Mixed Bucks
Bucks should
six and
win.
a half feels good,
Yeah, Bucks should win.
and then Hawks Cavs. I think 6.5 is good. I think the Hawks have been a real good story. I think Adam Dietz is on. He's on a roll this season. He's playing great. He's playing the best he's ever played. Honestly, he's having his best year. Um, and But I think the Cavs are just really good, and that's going to be a team we might face in the playoffs in an early round. So that kind of stinks.
The Cavs, you
Anyway,
said?
yeah,
Yeah, they're
we're
a good
looking at
team.
them in the early round.
They are a good team. All right. Good pod.
Huh.
I just got back.
All
Let's
right,
try to
shout
win.
out, Alex.
Let's try to win Thursday.
We're gonna win Thursday. I'm not even
Try
worried.
to win
We're
Thursday.
gonna win.
All right.
Yeah, we got this. All right,
All
we
right. Good
good.
work.
We out.
We did it. Peace.